What's up, guys? Welcome to the vlog. Today is April 23rd, 2025. It's been quite some time since I've updated you guys on everything, but pretty much last month, well, from March 10th through April 10th was absolutely insane. We booked $97,200 worth of weddings. That was the total amount. Again, pretty crazy. So far this week has been quite interesting. I took 7 calls last week. I booked one of the 7. I declined one of the 7. I didn't think it was a good fit. And then the other 5 so far have been all no's, not hard concrete no's. It's been more like, hey, we're trying to still figure out, need more deciding time. So in terms of usually the typical 1 week I give you to make a decision, I'm considering it a no, but I'm not going to stop following up. I'm going to give them some time and wait and see what happens. But the future looks bright. I'm actually really excited. And then I got to catch up on editing and a whole bunch of stuff, and hiring an editor who can help me out with all of this while I can start spending my other energy on building the business, and focusing on shooting for couples, and then have somebody else that can create these beautiful edits, like my style and the way I do it, and then be able to fine tune that and make this a long-term relationship that it works out for me and for them. So that's my rant for right now of checking in. Probably check in later, whether it be later tonight or tomorrow, but I'm going to try a vlog as much as possible now. Now that I have something actually going on this weekend. Things gonna be fun. And I got some new glasses. Got a haircut, feel fresh, ready for this wedding. So I'm really excited, and I'm gonna do my best to take you guys along and keep you guys updated with everything going on this week. What's up, guys? It's April 24th, 8:37 in the morning. It's pretty early. I actually woke up pretty early today. Went to the gym, we got that out the way. Today we are heading to Miami. I'm picking up Christian here shortly later, and we'll be heading to Miami together. Let me change the framing on this here a little bit. There we go. But right now I'm actually heading to a interview with a wedding planner that I've actually worked with. I only worked with once, but one of her team members started like a vendor expo type of Instagram channel, and so she wanted to interview me for her Instagram. So I'm excited. I'm heading over there now. Once I'm done with that, then I'm heading back home and picking up all of my gear, getting everything packed up, and then leaving to Miami a little bit earlier than I normally would, only because I actually want to enjoy Miami a little bit, get settled in, and yeah. Well, also, cool news. Yesterday, the 23rd, I got 5 new inquiries, and then just before I left, I got another inquiry, which is awesome, and I'm very available for these dates. All the other past inquiries I got in like last week, I've just been booked already, so I've had to turn down so many inquiries. And as you guys know, that like this is a numbers game, and like I said yesterday, unfortunately, all the calls except one of last week they just said no, or they're still waiting, need more time to decide, which I get and I completely understand. So you're gonna win some weeks, so you're gonna lose some weeks. It is what it is, but I'm excited that we're getting volume of inquiries again, because this is truly a numbers game, and the more opportunities you have, the more opportunities you have to close. So I have a call later today, and then I have a schedule call for next week. So I'm going to try to get as many of these inquiries who have just inquired with us to schedule calls for next week, because my calendar unfortunately is not available for them to schedule any calls this week. So my goal is to at least get 5 calls scheduled next week. That way I can have more opportunities to get bookings, and that's how it is. The better I can get at converting them to schedule a call, the easier it gets. All right, so from the last video from yesterday, one, I shaved. 2, the couple didn't end up booking. Maybe they book later today, who knows? Maybe I give you an update. But kind of pretty much wasted my time, unfortunately, but that's what it is. Today I gotta finish an edit. I gotta send out a proposal. Ashton and I are really picking up steam when it comes to sending out photo and video proposals together. So I'm really excited about that. And I need to give her a call and get that set up and stuff. So that's been my day or my morning. Daughter isn't feeling too well this morning as well. So she was taken to urgent care. So hopefully by the end of the day, she's a lot better and feeling better. But I will keep you guys updated and see what I accomplished today. Alright guys, today is May 19th. It's been quite some time since I last just given an update on things. Well, here it is. Pretty much we booked over 40 weddings since March. Absolutely insane. Numbers are climbing to areas I've never reached. We went ahead and found an editor who is actually an old editor who used to edit for me last year, but now we're going to train and develop them to start editing in my style for Sundial Creatives. Which that leads me now to start recording myself editing and breaking everything down and creating SOPs, standards of procedures for editing, for emails, for tasks, all of this. And we're growing pretty rapidly, which is insane. I'm also today I'm just doing admin work. I have here my notebook of things that I need to do. We've double booked for the second time this month. First time this month technically, but 2 weddings overall. Christian, who is you see on the channel, who's been second shooting for me, is going to be a lead associate for my company. Not for every opportunity, but very much for specific opportunities that I think is going to help the company grow. And so he's going to Texas for me in 2 weeks. And then he's also going to go to San Diego, California next year as well. That's the ones that we have for him specifically at the moment. But we plan to expand that and hopefully by the end of the year, maybe get him 20 weddings booked under us, which would be pretty awesome. It's insane. So I gotta figure out how to create good systems in terms of debriefs so that he has all the information. We spoke with a couple today. We learned a couple lessons on how to introduce Christian with the team. The wedding industry is very much like a contract labor industry where you're hiring specific people for specific tasks. And so he's not part of the company, but he's going to be an associate representing the company when he goes to these weddings, because we know that he has his own company as well. And so today we ran a couple hiccups during our client call meeting, but I think it served as well because they weren't grave mistakes, but it's just going to give us the reassurance of how to approach the future weddings in these calls with couples. Very first time for me. It's going to be his first time for him as well. And so it's just figuring out how to collaborate together in doing this. All right, good morning, guys. It is 5:52 in the morning, May 22nd. Ashley's about to stop here by the house any minute. And so we're all packed up, ready for our North Carolina trip. So should be fun. We got the Tilta mount that we're gonna mount to her windshield in her car and load up all the luggage. So I'll check you guys once we're all together and settled in. Now we're recording. What's up?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 2717 podcast. This is the 2717 podcast on the road.
Yeah, we're heading where to?
We are headed to North Carolina for Caitlin and Cole's wedding, both on photo.
Yeah,
that's both. Like my thing. Both on video, both on photo. So shocking. We know. Yeah, fair.
Yeah. All right. So where are we at, Ash?
We are at Town of Duck.
Town of Duck.
Town of Duck.
All right, let's go. So I'm here with. We're here. So what are we gonna get?
I don't know. A latte for sure.
So we're in line for what? Coffee?
Coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah. And checking out books.
I love books.
Yeah. One.
So cute. Me and her really vibe.
Yeah.
Like on our call, we were. Alright, filmed our video inquiry video for the Iron Collective. Super cool.
What's today's date?
Vintage tea, brand new phone.
This is what I gotta deal with. What's today's date?
I don't know.
May 27th.
7?
Yes.
May 27th.
Yeah, what year?
26. 25? What day? I can't.
Wow.
Never mind.
Wow.
That was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, that's what I gotta deal with, so. Yeah, buddy.
What song is this?
I'm her videographer for her wedding.
What
I'm
song
also
is
a
this?
friend too, but obviously,
What
but
song
yeah.
is this? You should know.
Guys, it is May 28th, and today is post day from what you saw yesterday, which was honestly a super small glimpse of what Ash and I were doing, which was pretty much recording a welcome video VSL pretty much for our business that we're starting together called the Iron Collective. Now, right now, it's not an official business, but it's pretty much a package that we're offering through Sundial Creatives with the hopes that if it goes successful, like Sundial Creatives has gone with ads, that we can make it into a photo and video business in itself and eventually be able to grow and scale it too as well. So kind of have a partnership within it and offer a full photo and video business together, whether they hire both of us or separately in the future. But that's more down the line in the future. For right now, we're just trying to sell it as a package, photo and video only. So from what I've learned in the ads, by the way, ads has been super successful. We have booked on Sundial Creatives since launching it in March till now, well over $160,000 worth of bookings just in that short period of time from March really 14 till May 28th being now, which is absolutely insane, and we're on track to hit some really crazy numbers as of right now for Sundial Creatives. So what we're going to try to do is amplify this even more with offering photo and video. We started offering photo and video with the Ultimate Duo, but all the systems are just not optimized to do it for a running ad campaign, and I plan to do the ad campaign. So right now I'm editing all of Ashley's portion, which I'll switch over. So here's a script that we had made. I'm going through every single portion right now, editing everything, editing myself out, and then going to create the final video that's going to be used for us for the video itself, collect B-roll, all that stuff. So my goal is to knock out the A-roll selection, be done with that, and then pause on it a little bit, come back to it and add the music, edit to the music, and then also edit to any B-roll that we're going to place over it too as well, being her photos and also being my videos, and combining it together and possibly hoping reaching out to one of our couples that we did a wedding together and see if we can get a review, just a really cool testimony on an iPhone that we can help build trust more with it. So I'm really excited. Tomorrow is going to be Thursday. I do need to start on another edit for a wedding phone too as well today. I'm getting AC companies out here. The garage is going to be transformed into my office, so I'll be moving out of this room. And so the update on that is that, wait, let me go to the garage and just show you what the update is going to look like there. So this is the update on the garage, and I'm pretty sure the AC guy just walked in. So, or just arrived on my parking lot. Let me come right back. Hold on. All right, garage update. So most of the stuff here in the garage is out. We bought the shed. We moved majority of the stuff. Still got a few things that I need to move over there, like the grill, some of these areas and stuff. So, but the floors aren't going to get done. We're doing polyurethane floors all over. We're not going to do like the little coating stuff like you see with epoxy or the flakes. Only reason is because it was just a little bit more expensive. It's out of my budget. So sticking to the budget, but the floors will be done on June 10th. So I'm really, really excited about that. Also, we're getting 2 quotes today for AC because I need to put an air unit here, get permitting, and kind of go from there. So we'll see what that's going to look like. We'll see how much that's going to cost too as well. And then I do plan to paint the whole garage. I have a whole idea, but until AC is kind of done and resolved, I'm not kind of brainstorming and getting my hopes up, because there's a little bit more to that scenario. So, but the floors are getting done officially. I already paid the deposit on there, and they're coming on the 10th, and I'm excited. So the floors should be nice and pristine. Then once the AC, hopefully we figure that out, we can get that installed and then paint. I think I'm going to paint right after the floors regardless, no matter what. And then we can start dreaming of what the garage is going to look like. The plan is to keep the garage door. This is a temporary office for me. I am actually envisioning for the future, maybe a year from now, year and a half, to get my own studio and start that stuff. So, but that's a whole different discussion. Right now, it's just an idea. But we got a lot of room to work with you in the garage, which I'm really excited about. So there's about almost, I think, 275 square feet here in this garage, which is way more than I've ever had. I think the room that I'm in right now only has not even 100 square foot. So it's going to be really nice to have double the space, almost triple the space, to be able to do something here. But one of the things I'm going to have to figure out is obviously where my desk is going to go, storage solutions too as well for all my gear, all my equipment, and also like my bike is going to stay in here. I'm going to get a rack and kind of design it and make it look cool in here. I want to get like a couch so that people come. I want to build a podcast set. So I just got to be really intentional with however I decide to design the space, so that it looks good, it's functional, and is obviously a garage, so that when I don't want to use it as an office, it's going to be a garage again. And so we'll see how it goes, but hopefully I'm praying for good news on the mini split that I'm wanting to add in here. The garage is pretty well insulated already from when it was built, and the garage was built, the house was built in 2022. And it feels like they finish it very well, because it's not even hot in here. Right now in Florida, it's the summertime, and it's well over probably 95 degrees outside already. And it feels like it's probably 70 degrees in here. So it's really nice. So we'll see what the county says with permitting and all that stuff. But that's the update here on the garage. So we did get some quotes today for the AC unit, the mini split. It looks like it's very expensive. The first quote I got was like for $7,500. And then the second quote from the same company at a different unit was like $6,000. So that's way too much out of budget. I did have a second company come out too as well, give me some quotes. And theirs was much more reasonable. First one was, I think, $4,700 for a 2-ton unit in the garage. And then the second one was quote they gave me is $4,300. They're going to send one more as well, but I think I'm going with the $4,300 in the middle. I could get more pricing, but I'm thinking it's going to be around that big ballpark. The second company, it's the largest company here in my area, and I am very, very happy with their quote, to be honest with you. It might seem expensive, which it is expensive. Two things, I'm writing it off with a business. The other aspect of things is that I like reputable companies that I can keep accountable if anything were to happen. They have over 1,200 reviews on Google, and we looked at them in the last year, not one negative review, which is pretty insane. So I think I'm going to move forward with them. I'm going to still sit on it because I am on a time frame where I need to make decisions quickly as well. So the first company, even though it was a great experience with the guys, speaking with them and their process, it's just way out of budget, honestly. Can't do that. Can't even justify doing that as a write-off either. Has to be within reasonable budget, what I had planned already, because I know that stuff is not cheap. And so right now where I'm here sitting down with a notepad, and I'm going to start thinking of ideas design-wise for the garage and space. I really, really, really just want to see the garage with the floors and with the AC unit installed, so I can start thinking about design and how I want to design the space. I'm gonna write some of my ideas down that I have, but I really want to make this space mine. I want to be intentional with the colors on the walls, any furniture, storage options that I select, and I'm also hoping to be able to use part of the space for my podcast or for YouTube videos. I really wanted this space to be that, but unfortunately it just wasn't large enough, and I just want a set kind of built that I can just turn on the camera, record, dump the footage, and keep it going. And So we'll see. I know my travel schedule is going to be crazy next year, so really the Osmo might be the main camera of choice for this YouTube channel. But we're gonna see. We're gonna try to design the space and see where it goes. I want it to be like, I'm thinking we're using the same gray, maybe in a lighter shade. In terms of the walls, the floors are gonna be dark gray already, which sucks, right? Like I'm doing it's not epoxy, but it's polyurea, and it's very similar to epoxy. You can do flakes and everything. It's just a different material, and so I'm not going to be doing the flakes instead because it wasn't within budget. So I'm just keeping it one solid color. I do plan to buy rugs. That way you can break up the space a bit, and also use it for sound deadening. I'm thinking doing like wall slats or wood slats on the walls all the way across, the thin ones. So like imagine this wall filled with that, and that I want to use as a backdrop for videos. We'll see. I have a lot of ideas. We're gonna see what's gonna work best for this space, and try to make it function as much as possible. It's much bigger than here, but the only thing that sucks is that I don't have storage solutions, so I gotta figure that out. I do want to have a futon in there because I want to be able to have a space where when I'm done working, I can sit down, I can watch the TV, the one I have right here. I never use it as a TV. I just honestly just use it to edit and work off of. But if I have the space extra behind me to be able to use it as a TV, that would be nice, because then I can go back and watch my wedding films or watch a movie or something, and be able to chill and relax and just have my own space too as well. So we're gonna see. The main thing with the garage is that the garage door is gonna stay there because I want it to be functional as a garage when I'm unloading and loading things in, but it also needs to be insulated, and the garage door is gonna be the hardest thing to cover up. So I love to use the garage door as a backdrop, but it's an eyesore, and that's gonna be the most creative part of this whole process, is figuring out that solution to the garage doors. But that is it so far. So I'm just gonna start writing ideas down for colors and go from there. What's up, guys? Welcome to the garage build. So today is literally the 29th, I believe. Yeah, 29th. We got a quote yesterday for the garage, for the AC, 2 of them, no, actually 3 of them. And we've made a decision because we got to act fast, move fast with everything. So our mini split unit is getting installed tomorrow, and it's going to be installed over here in this area. So I don't know how well you guys can see. It's going to be installed over here. There's a little bit of gaps and stuff around the finished garage area. So I went ahead to Home Depot and I bought some sealant. That way I can just seal everything. It's going to help with the bugs, but also it's going to help paint the wall, making a fresh coat of paint. I picked out colors, picked out furniture yesterday. As you guys all saw me, we're moving fast. We have an electrician that's coming out as well next week. We're going to install 2 outlets, one here, one over here. Here I'm going to mount my TV like I have it currently in my office. And then the other mount's going to go right over here too as well. So that is going to be really exciting. I'm also going to buy some stuff on Amazon. That way maybe they can install it for me as well, and just run HDMI cable. That way it's just a clean setup. Over here by my bike, in this area, we're also going to be installing a, we're going to buy a futon. So the futon is going to be over here, which I'm excited for. And then we're going to do curtains all the way around. I'm going to bring you in this build because it's going to take some time. But at least tomorrow we're going to have an AC unit, which I'm going to be really excited, but also kind of sad I won't be here to see the whole installation process and record, because my wife is going to be the one administering everything. So they should be arriving before I even leave to the wedding, so I'll at least be able to see some of the process. But my wife is really going to see the finished results. So I'm going to prep her just to know what questions to ask, make sure everything is well, take photos of everything of their work, how everything was left, all that fun stuff, just to make sure that, all is good. But other than that, we're going to move stuff here away from the garage because I don't want all my camera gear, all my stuff to be seen while they're working. I'd rather everything be inconspicuous. I don't know if you say that way, but I'm going to move everything to the garage, and I'll just move it back the next day on Saturday, back over here. But we are making progress. We are moving forward. I can't wait when the floors are done. I'm going to paint and everything. So I think I'm going to paint next week. Let me see, next weekend I won't be able to because I'll be traveling. So maybe next Friday. My goal is to hopefully be able to paint here next Friday before I leave at least majority of everything, if not the whole, if not everything, at least half of it. Because the floors are getting done next following Tuesday on June 10th. This is all going to be done, and that's going to take some time to cure too as well. So everything is going to have to be out of the garage in the meantime, and I'm probably going to let it sit for a week and then start purchasing everything from Amazon that I have in my cart to start arriving, furniture, extras, and start building the set here for the podcast, but also for my workstation, little chill station. And then we'll see what we add over here. I do want to get a fridge in here too as well, because it'll be nice just to have snacks and drinks and all that fun stuff and not always go inside the house. So it's going to be nice. We're going to see how everything turns out and how we move forward with it. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and start working now. It's going to be a really cool transition. I'm going to close the garage and let's see how it looks. See how well it does in balance and exposure too. All right, let's go ahead and start. Probably gonna start from this corner over here and work my way out. And yeah, let's go. All right, what's up guys? So quick update on the garage, the studio, office, everything that's going on right now. Today is June 10th, which is a Tuesday. And you probably hear all the echoing right now in here. But part of the garage is painted. The other side is not. Cool thing right now is we got the outlets installed for the TV to be mounted here. And also the other outlet right here. And that's for like the computer, all that fun stuff, because my desk is gonna be right here. I'm gonna try to keep a similar setup like I did in the other room, because also on this end, I'm gonna have a futon pretty much right in front of this. That way, if you wanna watch TV, you can also enjoy it. Today is the day that they're supposed to be installing the floors. Not the floors, but pretty much, now it sounds like it's polyurea that they're doing here. Obviously, we got the mini split done. So once the floors are finally done, I can go ahead and later this week start painting, finish the painting as much as I can, heading into Father's Day. We'll see how that goes. They said that the arrival window is from 12:02, it's 1:17, so hopefully they're showing up very soon, because my living room looks like this. My living room is absolutely pretty much a mess, as you can see. I have all of the things that I purchased for the studio, all the materials that I'm going to need to start building everything out. It's all there, and I'm just waiting for them to hurry up and come do the floors. I don't know how long that's going to take, and get all of it done. This past weekend I had 2 weddings. So I had one in Miami, where with me and Ashley, and then Christian, he went to Austin, Texas, and I had a second over there that helped fulfill the wedding for Miranda and Nick. So it's crazy. Today I have to edit about 3 weddings, long formats, get those done. And then tomorrow I need to start on a wedding film that's due on Saturday. It's pretty crazy. So, and the floors in the garage is gonna take about at least 3 days to cure before we can put anything on it and set anything on there. So pretty much I'm gonna have to wait until Saturday anyways. My office is also a mess, as you guys can see here. Yeah, it's pretty crazy here, a lot of work. So I'm just gonna set this up, try to get some time lapses, show those on social media that I am working, I am up to something. But that's the journey, that's the update right now that we have. Business wise, it's going pretty incredible. Just got another inquiry today to Italy, Florence. Let's see if it materializes or not. They scheduled their call. So we'll go from there and see next week what happens. But I'm really excited. we booked 2 weddings last week. We have another 2 more proposals out, and then we have 6 scheduled calls for next week. This week I'm not taking any calls, just because I don't have time to do so. But really excited. Also, my editor is getting their first fairy wedding that they're going to start editing, and we'll be working together side by side on that one. So I'm really excited, and serves all the couples that we're doing. We're really growing and at a fast pace, and it's pretty crazy because March, so we're at now here in June. A lot of dreams are coming true, and a lot of things are going into motion. So definitely grateful. Not what's it called? Letting it go by. You know, you got to take advantage of your opportunity when it's in front of you. So that's where I'm at right now. Today is a day. Today is a special day. And here is my Father's Day gift. I got the yes for my wife to make this purchase. I didn't think I was going to be able to purchase this soon. If you know me, I'm big into watches. I love watches. They just kind of signify just a moment in time. You know, be into the arts and everything. I like appreciating things. And ever since I got into watches, I wanted this watch and this brand. And they finally kind of released that model that I loved. And I get to share this with you, document this time in history, and being able just to document this and be able to share it's pretty special. So let's do this. I'm excited. I'm excited for this watch and just to share it with you all. Yeah, that knife is pretty dull. This one right here, this one is this bad boy is sharp. Sure enough, it is. This is very expensive watch, that's for sure. All right. Woo. Dude, I don't know how to feel about this, to be honest. So here it is. Let's go ahead and unwrap it. Let's see what your guesses are. I still gotta give you an update on the whole project. My office is a mess, but this weekend we are starting on all of that. Ooh. Probably got a hint right there. So it's in this white box that I get to remove the covering. Oops. It's not a green box. It's not a Rolex, but it's from the sister company of Rolex, which is Tudor. So we got the Tudor. Nina's right here next to me. You guys can see. Wow. Let's open it. Whoo! It's here. It's here, buddy. Oh, man. Oh, man. Now, this is a watch that I've been trying to source, like, in person. I've gone to different AEDs and everything, and I have not been able to see this watch in person. So it was between this watch and a Cartier Santos. I've seen the Cartier Santos, I've tried it on, and I liked it. Like, I really did. And I really thought that was going to be the watch for me. But if you know anything about me, the other watch that I wear a lot that I have is my Tag Heuer Racer. I love dive watches. And more specifically, I love Jubilee bracelets as well. And when this watch came out, finally, and also I love clasp. Like, clasp are the things that I just gravitate me towards a watch. And well, when this one came out, the monochromatic one, the Black Bay 41, let me block out my face, hopefully. The Black Bay 41 with the 5, they call it the 5-link bracelet in the T clasp. Hopefully it looks there. I knew this is the watch for me. And I'm excited to own this watch. Wow. It's so like refined. Just seeing the little details of it. Dude, I'm so excited. All right, well, let's go ahead and open up the clasp. Oof. Oh, this thing is all nice and wrapped. No wonder. I also did buy like protectant for this clasp. I don't know if I'm going to wear it. I'm probably going to put it on a rubber strap until I get the protection first, because this thing is nicely protected. Okay, this is going to be a process. I don't want to take it off from there, but I also do want to. Can't open the bracelet when you have it all wrapped like this. Trust me, I appreciate that it is wrapped, because it looks gorgeous. This is insane. This is insane. Kind of weird how to describe the feeling, because I'm excited, but like it's not like a new item or toy or anything. Like I watched tons of videos on this watch, seen this watch, but it's more about like what it kind of signifies for me, honestly, of being able to obtain this watch. Dude. Still haven't taken off everything out of it, but this is it. This is the one that I always wanted, and it's a master chronometer. Meta certified. Dude. This is the piece. Alright, that's pretty much it. Very anticlimactic, but like, I'm gonna go ahead and unwrap this and check back later. Alright, let me give you a quick update since we last spoke. Well, I got the watch, that's one thing. Second, the floors in the garage are finally done. I ended up doing snowflake type of floors. So the base layer is polyurea with the flakes on top, and then sealed with polyaspartic. So floors are nice, they're nice and cured. So let me go ahead and show you guys right now. Ignore that stuff. But it is super nice and soft. Fully cured now, and it's really shiny. So I'm really excited about it, because now that means today, which is Saturday the 14th, I am going to start painting, or finish the painting in the garage. So that's gonna be nice. Then we can start working on the ceiling. That's gonna be all black with the sound and stuff that I have. I got ahead of myself and I put a few things together just to feel what the space is gonna look like in terms of everything. So we got the carpets here. Just one of the carpets had the other one, or rugs, I meant to say, not carpet, rugs. One over there, which is gonna be the podcast set, the one over here. I put these light stands together just to test out these lights. These things are really nice, so I'll talk about those later. And then my podcast chair set that I'm gonna use for me and my guest. These things look really nice. Got off on Amazon, 250 bucks. They're really worth it, honestly, because they just feel extremely nice. So I really can't wait just to finish the space, finish painting it completely. And one thing to note is that I'm not gonna be using this type of head lighting. I'm gonna be using my studio lighting, which is gonna transform the space just in general. So now I gotta start covering the floors because I'm painting pretty much from the whole wall all the way down to where it matches this part of the floor, the garage floor. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I had stopped when I was painting because I wasn't know they're gonna put a skirt up, but now that they didn't, and they recommended not to, just because it'll look much cleaner if I go ahead and just paint it all the way down. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do now. This door, I don't know if I'm gonna paint it or not. I might leave the trim just the way it is, but I'm gonna paint this trim and everything else. And then go all the way around, and then also even paint like the garage, like door area going all the way down. So that is today's homework assignment. I got about 4 hours, 5 hours to do this before we head over to my father, whose birthday is today. What's up, guys? So update on the garage. As you guys saw, I finished painting everything. Right now, you probably heard Nina, but right now I am testing out some of my professional lighting and here with the chairs. So let me go ahead and show you a little bit of that. So as you guys can see, I'm in these leather chair that I have. And I also have some of my professional lighting equipment. We got some lights and stuff up there that I'm testing out. Things that I still have to do here in the office is first, I need to also finish putting up all of the soundproofing material in the ceiling. That way I can reduce echo. I have 2 carpets in here. I gotta move the desk in here, hopefully by the end of the week. I gotta install a TV mount. And then just start organizing everything. I got to put some tracks here too as well for next to the garage opening and closing. That's going to be where the curtains are going to live, so I can hide this whole background and even this wall, but I may still use this wall occasionally, but I do think some storage stuff is going to go on this side. So the curtains are just going to help hide everything as much as possible. So, but I'm really thrilled and really happy about how the garage is turning out. I put together a futon, so let me show you what it looks like on the other side. Nina's just spinning in circles. Don't know what she's doing. But we got a futon there. She's still spinning. Our office stuff is there. That's where my desk and stuff is gonna be. Futon over there, some more storage things over there. And then this side is gonna be pretty much the set for the podcast, but also getting back into YouTube. It's something I've been wanting to do, and I want to do it right. I want to do it professionally. I want it to be amazing. And I'm also going to be making a series of instructional videos for the business too as well, just because I'm planning to expand and I want to systematize as much as possible my editing training, how I edit, the course and the way I go about it. I also want to systematize the way we shoot. Our process, what's our formula look like. That way, if I have any new hires or things of that nature, I can send all these videos out to them. And, you know, they know how we're going to work and it's going to go about. So I'm really excited about the future. Hello, Nina. She wants attention. If you give her a little bit of attention, she's going to go crazy. Watch it. There she goes. But again, I'm really blessed and thankful for what we have. I do want to add some decor to as well, some of my photographs, and just start making this feel like the studio. And so hopefully, maybe not this week I'll be moved in, but by next week I should hopefully be fully moved in and fully done with everything that I wanted to do initially here in this space. So we're almost there. I have a wedding on this Friday. Today's Monday, the 16th. And then I have another wedding the 28th, which is next Saturday. So after that, I have a whole month of no more weddings, and that's going to be really exciting because it's going to give me just time to focus on this and spend time with family. But it's all of the update. I'll probably start another time lapse maybe later today when I get to start working on the ceiling and kind of go from there.